Welcome to Tubbie Talk, where a group of nerdy best friends hop online to talk about everything life, parenthood, gaming, and probably embarrass themselves. Now let's get it started. Okay, well, hello everyone. I am your host today, Sierra, and we are here with the rest of the Tubbies. We've got Danny over here.
Delicious.
Kennedy.
What did you say? Bubblicious?
Publicious, because I'm a tubby.
Tubutations.
Okay,
love it.
and Trevor.
Hubtacular. I don't know.
Hey, that's good.
Perfect. Okay, well, today we are going to be tackling the topic of hot takes, which is sure to be a juicy one. So, for the uninitiated, which I don't know if you know what a hot take is, I'm sure everyone does, but just in case, a hot take is basically a controversial opinion, if you will. Something that you think or have strong feelings about that a lot of people may not agree with or may be slightly offended by. And that's what makes it interesting to talk about. So hopefully, there's not too many hard feelings this evening, but yeah, I just thought we would just jump right into it. So does anybody have one that they're just like burning to share right away?
I'll be honest. I didn't really know like the definition of a hot take. I've probably been using
There
it
you
wrong
go.
for like a long time. Like,
Okay, well,
yeah. So
share what you have.
I'm one of those people that don't know what it is. Yeah, football is the worst sport.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take. Yeah, we're starting us off.
Yeah, there
Football
you
is a horrible sport, and
I
like
think
I don't
I
even.
agree.
And yeah,
go. Okay.
but like it's just so boring to watch most of the time. Like a few highlights are okay. Like sometimes those are right, but majority of the game is like people just standing around doing nothing.
But what do you think about baseball then?
Baseball, they at least
think
run
it's
a little
worth-
bit more. They do run
They
a little
run-
bit
that-
more. They have
That's true.
and I think it's more high-end-eye coordination. It's a smaller ball and a bat, right?
And there's different pitches and
is
like
baseball a one? Honestly, I'm bad with sports overall. But is baseball a one-game sport? Like you win all or lose all in one game, or is it like a series? Isn't it a series?
The series.
Yeah,
think
so that's
maybe
another
it's
reason. That's why football's lower, because it's just one game and then you interact. I think the one game thing is super dumb. Like
But
football, if
there's
you
playoffs.
lose, yes. In the playoffs, though, isn't it like if you no? Yes, playoffs. See, I'm such a sports
know
dude.
so
What up? But like you lose and you're out, right? In playoffs.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there's
It's a bracket.
brackets and then yeah.
So how many times can you lose?
Isn't that the
And-
same thing as soccer though?
I have no idea. Don't watch soccer
soccer's
either.
Similar, I think.
That's bad sport.
Wow. Football in
Wow.
general, all types of football.
Football
just-
and
soccer's okay.
football.
Think
Get
of how
it
much
outta here.
running
No,
in soccer. Look at
soccer
how
sucks.
athletic they have to be, right?
soccer
Soccer
sucks.
sucks.
All
And
the
Kennedy in the
acting.
hot
I
takes, right?
Hey,
refuse.
didn't you
to-
grow up like playing
Yes,
soccer?
so I
Oh,
know
we
what
played
it's
soccer
supposed
through
to be
college.
like, not on like a professional level, but it feels like the professionals. I don't watch women's, but men's. They're like, oh, my ankle's broken.
Yeah.
Oh, the ref called. I'm fine. I'm good.
I can agree with that. I could see that for
You
sure.
see, I can relate.
A lot
I
of
can
acting
relate.
in soccer, that is for sure.
I want it to be more like rugby, just like
Mm.
hardcore, like a sport. Yeah, full
Yep.
of like men.
Well, okay. Okay.
I kind of like it. I kind of like the acting. It's like a fun little performance in the middle of,
I think
Yeah,
it's
they-
so
That's
funny
true, you
when
can
they
rate.
fail.
yeah.
I know.
Then they just jump right up like, oh, I'm good. We got a yellow card. Woo!
That's my
Screw
favorite part. They're
that.
just like, no, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
Magically cured.
It's so
Magically
annoying.
It's
I
funny
hate
to
it.
watch.
Interesting. So it's boring because it's
A lot of
one
downtime.
game.
There's one game, and I
Yeah.
truly
Okay.
think a lot of it is rigged in football. Out of all the sports, and I think there's probably in all sports, but I think
Yeah.
football probably out of most of them I know is probably rigged. In
So
my opinion.
how would you? I don't disagree mostly because I just don't know that much. But
Neither do I. That's how I feel.
We just have strong
I
opinions.
just know in my bones that it's
Yep.
rigged. How would one rig a sport? Like the refs? Is that all it's down to?
No, people throw matches. People get paid.
I think it's on all levels. Like you can
Got
pay
it.
refs and
Look how much acting's in soccer. Think about how much acting could be in football. Maybe they're better actors.
It's true.
yeah.
That's so true. Wow. Okay, Danny, anything to add on this
You probably know what the football
riveting
does.
topic?
I mean, I think it's probably just a lot of that goes into a lot of people don't like football because there's offensive and defensive teams.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of people think that like they should play both.
Mm-hmm.
But
Interesting.
I think it's more interesting because like there's like specialties. Like someone is good at running or someone is good at catching, and I feel like that's really cool because then you see like it would be like if someone was only played striker, right? Like you would just be a lot more. You'd see a lot more like Messi's out there like juking around, right? Whereas like as a striker, you're supposed to still come back and help out on defense sometimes, and like vice versa. So it's interesting. It's definitely it's a different type of sport. I like the idea of Hail Marys are just like that. I think is just like so cool. You're just like hell yeah! Like when it happens, you're just like it's just like a last ditch resort. That doesn't happen in any other sport. Like basketball. I mean,
That's not hockey. They pull your goalie, dude. So in hockey,
yeah, but you can only
score.
score so much. You can only score one goal. Whereas like with football, it's like you can go from X amount to this amount because a touchdown is different than a kick or whatever.
Man.
You know,
hockey is so interesting to watch because it's like so fast paced. But like I just cannot keep track of where the dang puck is. I'm just like I don't know what's happening. Who knows? Did it go in? I don't know. Look at the crowd, like see what they're doing. Just go with that. No,
Puck's
it is
here.
very,
She's looking over here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like celebrating the wrong team.
I also don't like all the equipment hockey people wear. Like I get it for their protection, but like
hockey?
I feel like
hockey or football?
No, football. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched hockey.
I was like,
they wore
hockey?
just blades on their feet.
They do wear a lot, but
like football wears a lot, and I feel like that contributes more injuries, right? I've heard that. Like kids and people get injured more because of the gear. Like look at
I
rugby.
haven't heard that. But.
Well, it's a lot of I think you're using your upper body and like head more than other sports. Like when you're going in for a tackle or to push someone off, you're having to like duck down and like ram into them. So there's just more head trauma.
Anyways, no helmet.
Okay, so I feel like with the hot take, you should have your highest. So football's your lowest. Your highest is obviously
like sport wise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hockey. Duh.
Hockey.
Oh
yeah. Do you know what I wish hockey did differently? Is I wish when they fought, they would take off more than just their gloves because like at half the time they're just like I can't reach you. I'm gonna I missed you here. I'm gonna pull you over here.
Your skates and just go and do it.
I don't know. It feels like that. It's not. I like whenever people they start to throw down. I'm like expecting like a UFC style like bloody, but like I never see that. It's always just like
what they should do is they should pause the game, have them go into a ring, have a separate
drop sound from the ceiling.
Yes. Yes.
Order.
Then
there's like
back to the game.
Yeah. I want to see the keepers. I want to see the keepers fight and all of their.
And they do.
But it just like the biggest dudes, like with all of their padding,
it's like sumo wrestlers.
Or
Danny, have you not seen like the hockey punch, the hockey punch, where like the shirt goes over them and like you uppercut them? Have you not seen that? Like the helmets come off too sometimes. Like stuff doesn't fly off.
I've seen the helmets, but like
I
don't know. They have a lot of padding as well, so it kind of just looks like. It doesn't look like much is happening. It's
and they're trying to balance.
I feel like the knuckles will hurt them. Like their knuckles will just hurt the most because like they're punching the helmet. You know, like I don't know. But like I've seen people pick up teeth off the ice afterwards too.
Oh, so, to be fair, the one hockey game we've ever been to was very boring,
very mild.
Yeah, it was.
I don't have much to go off of, but we got to give it another chance. You know,
don't most of the teeth come out from like hockey stick? Being like bashed into people's
I think
like,
so.
Pucks,
Yikes.
Okay,
That's
we got a lot of hot takes. We got to keep moving.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Getting us warmed up.
I was quite hot.
Yeah.
Does anyone have?
We're gonna be in hot water.
Do you have one that you're like ready to go?
I don't know, like that controversial.
I don't mind.
As football.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
So this hot take, my hot take is I like newer cars a lot better than classic cars. So if you ask me what was my dream car, I would say an Audi R8 versus like I still like some classic cars, but not as much as newer cars, and I feel like that's not very common. A lot of people love their classic cars, especially where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a hot take. You're weird. I'm curious, Danny, why? Why do you like new cars over like old cool looking cars? Why do you like
My
these weird ugly...
main reason is
I'm worried
because,
for this.
and I've talked to a decent amount of people who own classic cars. Is there a lot more? I mean, where do you take a classic car to?
car shows?
Car show, right? You're not driving them around as much. They can't, they're not as good. I mean, they look really good, and they're definitely refurbished. And there are some that can, but like a newer car, I'm all about that pedal to the metal, like foot on the gas. Like newer cars can give you a lot more like
Basically, you can't go fast.
You can't really go as fast.
I was going to say, is that true?
Well, it's from what my understanding is, you can, but it's like a lot. They're older cars, so
it's not good for the
damage a lot more. 100%.
Do they even still make V8 cars? Like, I don't think they do.
All
the new cars sound like
person, but...
like you need the rumble. Like that's part of the reason I think old cars are cooler is they sound more like masculine.
They're loud,
I don't know.
as heck.
It's like most of the reasons for classic cars, people like them because of their look.
Yeah.
I mean,
the thing is, most people don't have a classic car to like be their main car. Like they're not taking a road trip in like a 1940 something.
Yeah, but I'm also not taking like my Ferrari 360 Spider or anything like that on a road trip either. Like I'm not taking my new car
unless you're Elon or something.
Why not?
I don't know.
Imagine how cool you would look going into the rest stops or whatever.
I don't know. I feel like it's more just my hot take is like that sleeker, like newer look, like.
So aesthetically, you just prefer the newer aesthetic to the older aesthetic.
I do have like a preferred classic car, but I would prefer a new car over a classic car.
That's hot.
I do feel like there's more varying looks with the classic cars versus the newer. I feel like a lot of newer cars look very similar to each other.
Very true.
And I'm curious which is easier to work on, a classic car or a newer car that has more tech and like computers and stuff? Like what's more sensitive or more easily broken, so to speak?
Well, from my understanding, a classic car is easier to work on,
right?
But parts are still annoying to get, like remade and stuff. I heard eBay has a new like system where you can get some parts pretty cool for like older stuff, but just in general, they're easier to work on, but it's hard to get parts for. So it's kind of like
I had a car buddy in college who hated working on new cars because of all the computers in them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, speaking of cars, that transitions nicely into one of mine, which is that, and I think the Tubbies will agree on this one, but we'll see. I think electric cars are kind of dumb. Like, I think they're kind of stupid. And the only reason I say that, well, not the only reason, but the main reason for me is that, like, Danny can attest to this. Like, if I was left to my own devices, my phone would never be charged. It would always be dead. And so if I had an electric car and I was responsible for charging my vehicle, that sounds like a disaster. Like, I would never be able to go anywhere because my car would always be dead. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, imagine having to charge your car. Like, that is so stressful to me.
I think that's why hybrids are. So I kind of agree with you. Because I think that, yes, it also costs a lot of money to charge like a car too. Like, it's not cheap on your electric bill to charge your car. And like, what if there's an emergency and your car's not charged? Right? So like, I agree. I don't think electric cars are the future. But I think hybrid cars are pretty cool because like having the ability to like use that if it made sense and like they figure it out and it gets more efficient, great. But then you still also have like the gas for emergencies and stuff like that.
But you could also argue like, what if there's an emergency and you don't have gas?
It's easier to have like you can carry like you can have a gas thing in like your garage or something, and if you're that
or take
worried
gas
about
from
that.
something.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
actually get like a siphoner. Like if it's the apocalypse, like there's ways. Like what are you gonna do if they're like?
I
If
mean,
it's
I
if
did
like
run out of gas the other day, and AAA
yeah,
just came and
and
filled
then
it
if
up,
you had a
and we're fine.
hybrid, then you could just turn on the electric and go.
Mhm.
True. Okay, I'm coming around to your hybrid idea. That's
I don't
very
have a
interesting.
hybrid. I don't know if I ever will because I do
Oh.
like just gas.
Trevor's like such a
I was gonna be like, how much do you
salesman for a
save on
hybrid.
gas? Like,
Hybrids, where you go? Click the link below.
oh man.
Have you guys seen Elon's like invention? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was a thing, but like it's like a little snake arm that like automatically can find the like charging port and like plug in.
Yes, I have seen that.
Oh yes.
Wait, like the car charges itself?
Yeah, so like all you
Wait,
do is just as soon as you park it,
amazing.
and then it automatically just like
That's kind of
it's like
incredible.
a snake. It's like a
I need
robotic
that
snake.
for my phone. I need my phone to just like find its way to a charger whenever it can. When it gets low.
I think they just have wireless chargers for your phone if you're that concerned.
No,
Like-
because my phone needs to charge itself. I'm not gonna remember.
Oh, so okay,
It needs to like levitate
the cord
over.
finds it no matter where your
Yes,
phone
the
is.
cord.
gotcha. Yeah, because putting your phone down on like a platform as you get home is too much work.
You would be surprised.
Oh my goodness, Kennedy, electric.
Oh yeah, weigh in.
Oh, I'm gas all the way. I also feel
Yes, you are.
like
That's a good thing.
it's like electrical things, like computers with the cold always makes me more hesitant. And then I also wonder, does gas overall just give you more power, like less power limitations, if that makes sense, than, electric?
As far as like how fast the car can go or how far?
Yeah, or like how much it can pull. Like, are there more limitations?
Mm.
I'm pretty sure most of I mean from what I've seen, most of the advancements are pretty neck and neck. Like they're at the point.
Okay.
I do think sometimes electric has like faster acceleration because it doesn't quite require as much time. Like, and I'm not a car guy, but I think sometimes electric has faster like acceleration. But I don't know if it can like go faster overall. Like, I don't know how it works. I truthfully don't know how it works. I've seen a lot of those videos where like the Tesla truck came out and it was like trying to pull a Toyota and it just got wrecked though. Like I've seen a lot of those.
Yeah.
I always laugh whenever I see a Cybertruck. I'm just like, what?
But we can't base all our assumptions for electric cars based on Tesla. So
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know. I
not.
think we
I'm
totally
going back to
should.
the Prius days, okay? Like
Oh.
I've had this opinion for years.
See, I don't think Prius would do anything against a Toyota truck or something.
imagine if Prius came out of the truck. The Prius truck.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But I don't know if you guys are aware, and our listeners as well, but California, I'm pretty sure, has like a mandatory electric cars.
It's not gonna happen.
No?
Nope. It's being repealed, which is
Yeah.
great.
Oh,
They tried to do that in
gosh.
like Seattle, I think, as well.
I was like, what are we gonna do? We don't have an electric car. And I don't
Wow.
want to get one. So
No, it's still a thing.
Well,
What it says
I
is
think-
all new cars being sold anytime after 2035 must
got it.
be
2035.
zero emission.
we have time.
that's the
we have,
same
we
thing
have
in
10 years
Seattle.
to get that to not be a thing. I believe that won't happen.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think it's going
crazy.
to happen.
Still
Kennedy, hot
crazy, huh?
take.
Okay. Hot take. Apple is overhyped. I
Okay.
think there's contending tech out there. Why is this so tech focused, first of all?
It's okay.
It's the age we live in.
Yes.
But super expensive. They have their flaws like everyone else. They, to me, feel almost like the Nike of like sports gear, which again, hot take. I don't think Nike has the best sports gear.
Do you think that the function of it isn't good? Do you think that, like, what about it do you think isn't like as good as other tech?
I just feel like they can run just about the same. Like, I don't think it's always leagues ahead of other tech. Like, I just feel like it has a really big following and Samsung would be the obvious like competitor. And I feel like Samsung competes nearly on par, if not completely on par with Apple.
Interesting. Yeah. It's interesting because I think a lot of reason why people have iPhones as opposed to Android is because everybody else has iPhones. And it's so annoying when someone doesn't have one. And like somehow Apple has done that and like controlled all of our brains to be annoyed when someone doesn't have their product.
Right.
I like Apple iPhones a lot. I do agree, like some of the tech isn't like on par. Like I think the cameras of other phones are better, right? Like I don't think they're there, but like the Apple has so many ease and convenience features in it that I really like it. Now computers, I don't like Apple. I don't like Apple at anything else besides phones.
Yeah.
Now, Danny, you switched to Apple for years after. Like you swore you would never, and you did.
And did
so
you ever have an Android?
Yeah, I go back and forth.
I thought you did, right?
Yeah. I think I've had more Androids than Apple. And I got Apple like with this new phone because again, like Trevor had it. Everyone else I know has this. So I was like, I might as well just get one. But I think I like Android better. I just can't remember why because it's been a couple years. But I also just feel like Apple, and I haven't looked to be fair, but I do feel like Apple tends to run more expensive than other tech when we know it doesn't. What was it? Is it like $15 per phone? It costs to make less?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's just crazy to compare. Granted, yes, you have to make profit, but like to go, let's say it is $15 to like, how much was our phone, Trev?
Like
$100
plus.
Yeah.
Down,
Yeah. Insane.
That is crazy. I will say I am pretty much an Apple fan and have been my whole life, but I bought the AirPods Max when they came out like a couple years ago. This is a hot take to go with yours. They suck. They're so bad. They're already. I bought them like maybe a year and a half ago, and they don't work anymore.
There you go.
And they were $600.
Oh my!
Crazy.
Damn.
I also think Apple a lot is for the aesthetics.
Yes.
Yeah, you're paying for the brand.
Yeah.
I mean, they do look good. You know, that's the same reason why people buy Nike.
It's
you
true.
know,
Exactly.
looks
It
good.
all looks.
I don't wear Nike. I wear Costco.
Yeah, honestly.
Whose Mac is that behind you, Trevor?
Oh, not mine! No, go away!
What year is that even from? 2018?
No,
Like it's old.
2014. Like it is old.
Wow.
It's an antique. You wouldn't like it anymore, Danny. It's too old. We'd have to get the new Mac.
I have been seeing those like I don't know, like aesthetics that come back, like the old iPods look so cool now, like the old ones with the little circle thing. Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's like the Vision Pro, which was a complete fail.
Terrible.
Although I will say, in regards to like Apple computers, they have a new one called the Mac Mini, and it's a pretty decent price.
That was my nickname in high school.
Mac
Mini.
How much was yours? 500?
I think so.
For a computer?
Yeah. And yeah.
And it's like you can edit on it and stuff, and
there's pros and cons to both.
Yes. Yes.
My question for Kennedy is, what athletic gear do you think is the best?
Ooh.
Adidas.
Wow. No. Diodora.
I have never heard of that in my life.
They're
cleats.
Italian. They are real. Like that is all I'll wear for cleats, at least. I think with athletic wear, with athletic wear, whatever, just wear it. But for the feet, like I got a custom pair of Nikes where, I changed all the colors and I had like a tagline or something. It was like walking on pegs. No cushion, super like narrow. Diodora is just, it like molds to your foot. It's like running on air.
My Diodora I think I got my junior or sophomore year in high school. Used for the rest of the high school, used for college, and still used to this day.
Yes.
Cleats for soccer when I play.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, how often you use him nowadays?
I haven't used them quite. I hung them up a while ago. I haven't used
I don't
them.
know. I don't know if I like those. It sounds pretty old.
You bring them out, they're just like a mouse is living in there now.
Oh my
Hot.
gosh.
Good
Whose
one.
turn?
Hot take. I hate sleep. Hate sleep. I hate having to
What?
sleep. It's a
What?
waste
No.
of time. It's
What?
not enjoyable. I get woken up. Dreams are bad. I have sleep paralysis. There's so many things wrong with.
I'm
I
like
hate sleep.
taking shots right now. Like, this is horrible. What do you
I
mean?
have to sleep,
Wow.
so I will. But I wish I never had to sleep. Imagine how much more productive you would be if you never had to sleep. How much time you'd
Oh,
have in your
no.
day.
But then how much you'd have to work is like the flip side. So
Well,
what
I
would
think
our
everyone
work weeks
else
be
should
like?
have to sleep. Only I don't have to sleep. That way, I can be double as productive
You
as
need to
everyone
get
else.
a
Okay.
Sims cryopod.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds great.
We know what your
I think-
superpower would be.
I think
hate it.
I agree in the sense it's like, oh, I got to get a good night's sleep, so I got to get to bed at a decent hour because I need 8 hours of sleep. But I love napping. Like if I hit like an hour little power nap, it's just bliss.
That's
But
never
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
happen.
I know it doesn't. It's a dream now.
The luxury.
Oh man. Yeah.
I don't like napping, but I do like, and like I get where you're coming from, where it is annoying, and it is especially annoying when you don't have good sleep and like you can't sleep,
Mhm.
and it's like, ugh. But like when you are cozy in your bed, like a little
Mhm.
blanket, and you're just dreaming off into your dreamland, it's
Mhm.
just so nice, you know.
Yes.
Pass.
No, I agree.
Missing out.
Hard pass.
Danny, opinions on sleep, please.
I mean, it'd be cool to not sleep as much, maybe, or like if you could always get good sleep, that'd be sick. But I mean, there's just nothing beating like after like a really good meal, just
Oh my gosh. Of
just a
course.
nap
You
after
Tubbie.
that.
A food coma.
Absolutely, the food coma naps hit different. Like they
They
really do.
Thanksgiving Day, man. After that turkey, just curl up. No. Barf. Next.
Interesting. All right. Well, that is.
Dang.
Let's see. I'll go into a gym one because I haven't talked too much about the gym. But for all my gym goers out there, I think pre-workout and energy drinks are complete scams. They're so
Yes.
annoying, and I
Agree.
hate them.
Yes.
Okay, so pre-workout and energy drinks.
Mhm.
Okay, interesting.
Do you like take protein powder or is that a scam too, guys?
Oh, protein powder is totally fine. Pre-work.
Okay.
Have you taken pre-workout before?
I don't even know what
Trevor?
pre-workout is. I've heard of it.
I've
Do
tried
I
it, and
look like
it
I go to the
makes me
gym?
like it gives me like tingly, like bad feeling. Like I
Ew.
hate it. It makes me like feel weird. So
Is it
I
supposed to
don't.
just like
Yeah,
juice
It like
you up
hypes you
for
up.
it?
I
Yeah.
guess.
Mhm.
I really don't
Yeah.
need any hyping up. I'm pretty spaz as it is. So,
Have you ever
Interesting.
drinking an energy drink, Trevor?
oh my gosh, I love Red Bull.
Really?
But he doesn't drink.
love Red
He
Bull.
loves them, but he drinks healthier energy drinks.
Okay.
That
What's a
is like a
healthy
good.
energy
She's not
drink?
looking.
Oh, lots of mushroom ones, right, Trevor? Most
Oh,
of your energy drink like mushroom
I'm
based.
trying to think. Yeah, there's a lot of mushroom ones we get that we drink.
There's some good like fruity, like vitamin C ones. I don't know if they're called vitamin C or something, but they're
Do they
those.
actually help? Like,
Oh yeah, there's one that we get. I can't think of the brand of it right now. That's like a blood orange energy drink. It has like
Mhm.
cane
they're
sugar in
always
it.
fruit. Yeah,
It's
so there's sugar.
really good. But I
well,
like
they just
all
have
kinds of
caffeine
juice
as
and
well.
yeah, and
Like,
oh,
yeah.
caffeine.
they have
Yeah, that's
caffeine.
not, yeah.
Yeah.
And so does pre-workout.
Oh, pre-workout has
Yeah.
a ton of caffeine. Yeah.
Which can't be good for working out.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
what's the
it's
point
how
of it?
people get an extra lift.
Oh man, that's wild. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
but not a
don't do
fan.
that.
A lot of people I know also like they get like you said, Sarah, like tingling in their face or their fingers, or they just feel like they're freaking tripping.
Yeah, it's
Wild.
not
Yeah, but it's
fun.
super common in the lifting community. So
It's true.
What does Arnold say? That's what I want to know. I listen to him.
Still, he's like 80.
If I was single and I never met Kennedy, I'm just saying I would drink energy drinks a lot.
you would probably be
You're
dead.
so
I would-
bad.
I'd have a heart
You-
attack right now.
I
Yeah.
genuinely
Yeah.
think that some people have had heart attacks from
Oh yeah.
drinking those
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
and died. This one may offend some people listening out there.
Yeah, because my football one won't put like a death
No.
threat on us or anything.
The football fans are so nice. What do you mean? They're
Yeah,
not going to be
okay.
upset
No,
at
not
all.
on me. They're on you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I love coffee, as everyone knows.
Mhm.
However, and I used to be a barista, and so like I know in theory a decent amount about like what makes a coffee good or like different notes, blah blah blah. But I think that people who are way too into coffee can be very annoying. And like it is not just
Oh,
about the coffee
yes.
anymore. It becomes like this thing where it's like their identity is in the coffee. And you're like, it's literally just coffee. Like if you can't humble yourself and drink a Starbucks from time to time, get out of here. It's
honestly,
too
That's
much.
tough. I was with you up until Starbucks because like I
A
don't
bad
like.
coffee, not Starbucks, anywhere. Like
Okay.
if you could
Okay.
make
Dutch
a coffee in
Bros.
your kitchen in a
Oh,
Dutch
yeah.
Bros, great example.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like Dutch Bros.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
coffee people would be like, "Ugh, that's not even coffee.
Yeah.
And you're just
Yes.
like, yes, it is.
If you think I'm drinking Dutch Bros for coffee, wrong. I'm just drinking this for that pre-workout. What are you talking
Exactly.
about?
Hard
But
attack.
at least you'll admit it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just too much sometimes.
Way too snobby.
Yes.
Coffee snob.
Ugh,
Yes. It's not fun to be
disowned.
around.
I think it gets really annoying when they like try to talk like with the essence of coffee to you. Like
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
that's what I was
kinda
gonna
you're getting at, too.
say.
It's like I don't need to know like where this bean came from, like to that extent.
Right,
Like
right.
this is just coffee. I just
Yeah.
need caffeine. I'm the kind
Right.
of guy in the espresso machine that we have. Like I will just save on coffee so I don't waste that. I will just hit it again. Like I won't pour like a new like
Run the
pant
water
shot.
again.
I'll just run it through
Totally.
again. Just like
Right.
just give me a little more. Just a
Which
little
some
more.
people would simply pass away at the thought of doing that, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Can you guys taste notes in coffee? Like,
I don't hear music.
have you
in the
ever
coffee.
understood? Have you ever understood that?
Yeah, I mean, it depends.
I don't have as sharp of a palate. Like I
As a
like, be like,
non-coffee
oh,
drinker, I
there's
have no idea.
a hint of cranberry, or I can definitely taste the
Not-
caramel or the
not the note.
raisins. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the notes, no. When it was my job and I had to drink it, like,
Mm.
and calibrate the machine or whatever, I would be able to tell if it was like too short or too long or whatever. But
yes. Yes.
like, it's really not that noticeable most of the
Yeah.
time.
I always loved the wannabe coffee snobs that were like, oh, I'm gonna get a cappuccino or an Americano. Then they're like, this is disgusting. And I was like,
Yeah.
just order your latte. Okay. You don't need to impress anyone with your silly little drinks. It's fine. Like you don't.
Yeah, or just like when people are like, "Oh, that's not really a cappuccino because the cappuccino comes in a small cup."
Oh
Like, yeah,
my
I know that, but who
gosh.
cares?
Who cares?
Perfect
Like coffee and
example.
milk.
Yeah. Thank
I
you.
agree.
Wait, I'm so
That's it.
validated by the Tubbies. Thank you.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah.
I'll validate. Sure, I don't know what's going on.
Danny's just
Or-
like item laws.
Or
I'll get you
and
chocolate milk, buddy. Hold on.
with that, the expectation that every barista should know latte art, which maybe they should, but it was, unless you're properly trained on it, it's just unfair when you're there. And then they're looking at, I'll just never forget, like this lady wanted art, and I can normally do the fern. Of course, not
Yeah.
this time, and it's just this little fat pleb on the surface, and she just looks and frowns, and I'm like, I'll see myself away from the counter.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Like, not everyone, you don't need art. Again, it's
Yeah.
just coffee.
Art is in the eye of the beholder. Okay,
Yes, it tastes good. That's what matters.
Yes.
Doesn't have to look
it
pretty.
looks like a little poop.
Yeah.
Oh
Good one.
my
Good one.
gosh.
So I like all forms of this, but I think this is it can be the most creative and most best at telling stories. I think anime is the best form of TV. I think I enjoy all forms of TV, like movies, TV
Okay.
shows, and that. But I think
And-
anime in specific is the best form because it can. And I see your hand, Kennedy. I'm going to get to you in just a second. Okay, just I see it. I think it's like you can be way more creative when it's not live action, and I think you can tell stories way better in that form. Plus, I think like there's way of telling stories. It's harder for me to guess what's going to happen, and I feel like a lot of times in live action, I'm like I kind of know where this is going. I'm not as surprised in live action as because also in anime sometimes it's like you really like out there and you're like whoa. But yeah, hot take. Kennedy, yes, down in front.
Anime specifically, or just like animated works?
Thank you. Good clarification.
Animated works.
Animated works, because
it's
I definitely
animated.
agree.
Right.
Like if you're gonna do a heavily like CGI movie, just make it animated. It's gonna be way cooler.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like even like Finding Nemo, right? Like even to that, like let's like I
don't want that ever to be live action. Please.
Could you imagine Finding Nemo being live action?
They're probably
Never
gonna do that,
happen.
guys. It's
Oh,
probably
It'll be
in the
like
works.
Shark Tale, like human
No.
faces on face.
Oh,
That movie is a cursed film. Hot take.
Darn.
Absolutely. That is
That's
just a
not a
normal
hot
take.
take.
I used to like
Yeah,
that film.
Imagine
I
if
remember
someone was
Shark
like,
Tank.
Shark Tales is my favorite movie of all time. Like, that'd be a hot take.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
But I do agree with you in the sense I feel like a lot of American-made animated stuff follows similar storylines. And granted, there's so much anime, you're going to see some of that repetition, but I think there's way more variety. And I even think, and I could be wrong, I can't remember, but Avatar Studios, I think they were inspired by anime, and I think it shows in their storytelling. Like Avatar The Last Airbender and Korra, you don't really see shows like that, I think, anywhere else on American TV.
I was going to say, is it the animation that makes it good storytelling, or is it just like the not American storytelling? You know? It's probably both.
Both, I think. I think it's a combination of both.
Well, animation gives you more freedom.
Yes.
Right.
True.
Right.
I did watch an interview with Zachary Levi. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
I feel like I do. Who is he?
He plays Flynn Rider in
yes.
Tangled. Oh, he's Shazam.
Perfect.
Shazam. Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
He's in
He's been on Broadway. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's pretty cool, but he was talking about just like similar to what you were saying about how there are just so many issues with Hollywood now. And I don't think that animation is the best form of TV, but I do think that right now I agree because like I think that live action has more potential than anime because of real actors and possibilities, but like the form of do this as an executive, just copy paste this from something old or do a remake or whatever is just stuck, and Hollywood has been like that for so long that it's kind of just like it's unfortunate. But I think that I think animation has a lot of cool opportunities, but I do think you're missing a lot of emotion and human like
points
connection, you know. And I just think that we haven't experienced it like that to its peak because of just how like money focused. And I think that because anime and animation has been able to escape that and blow up in like different parts of the world, it has explored that more so, like outside of just the status quo of movie making or whatever, and that's why it's gotten so much better storyline and stuff like that. So,
well, that's I think we don't need to get too much, but like another actor, I think Mark Wahlberg said something very similar. And like our movies from like 10, 15 years ago and even farther were way better because it wasn't always focused on the money. Like think back, like they don't make movies like Lord of the Rings or in one of my favorites, like the King Kong, Peter Jackson's. Like I don't think they do that anymore. Like they don't tell that it's more focused on money. Like the Marvel movies have gone so far down the toilet, and that might be a hot take, but I don't think it is. I think it's becoming universal.
Sadly, it's not a hot take. That's the problem.
Yeah. Very interesting.
So I agree with you because like in the current state of the world, I think that's true. But I think that live action has potential. It's just like kind of just stuck in like a rut.
I'll take it.
Okay, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit from different type of media. My hot take is country music is the best
No.
type of music.
No.
I don't think it's the best type of music. Like, defend that.
Yes, please, because I'm about ready to shoot through it.
I don't know. I think that country music just has a generic wholesomeness to it that no other genre has. I don't know what it is. It could even be talking about like girls and trucks and beer, and I'm still like, oh, this is kind of cheerful. This is kind of cool. Like
Cheerful.
I don't know what it is. Like and to anyone wondering, I used to be a big country hater. I was not a fan. I couldn't stand country, but just maybe it was right before becoming a dad or just something, but it's just so wholesome, and it's always just whenever I listen to it, and I agree. A lot of the criticism that I hear is like, oh, country sounds very similar to all of each other, and sometimes it's boring, but at the same time, it's like it's generally wholesome, like really wholesome. So
I definitely agree with the wholesomeness there. And a lot of it is Christ-centered too. But it's even like you were saying, when they're singing about girls, it's not in some disrespectful, very raunchy way. Like there's some taste. Usually. For country?
Listen to some Big and Rich. Yeah, listen to some Big and Rich.
Well, I don't listen to country, but I'd say overall.
But generally.
Yes, but there's tons about, family messages, lots of daughter ones, but...
yeah, I don't know why specifically.
Yeah, but I think for me, yes, it all sounds the same. And in that sense, so just the music, but also the artists have to have that country sound too. Whereas, let's say pop, for example, you have Billie Eilish has a way of sounding. Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, like everyone kind of sounds a little different. So there's a little more wiggle room, whereas country is for the most part. But Post Malone's in there right now, isn't he? And
I love
he's
that.
my favorite.
I think he has really good
You
music
love that?
too.
Then you like country.
So I don't think country is okay. So we need a whole episode about my taste in music because it is everywhere.
That's true. I need to know.
It is.
It's everywhere. So I like some country songs, but like I also like Little Big from Russia. Okay. And then like opera's good. But then I need to like maybe unwind with some just rap
music.
Yeah, we really do.
We do.
Okay, so do you whatever, we'll do that in that episode.
What is it called? Funk music too with PHUNK? Sometimes that just slaps. So
it's a good gaming.
But mainstream. Like I can listen to like one or two Taylor Swift songs, but most of those are bad.
Hot take another episode about that as well.
Yeah. So my music's all over the place. So like, yes, some country's okay, but it's not the best form of music. No.
Yeah, that's why it's a hot take.
Yeah. It's just too boring and basic. I don't think they get creative enough with it. I like most of the songs are like unique in country. So like The Devil Went Down to Georgia. I do like that song. Or like stuff with like banjos in it and stuff like that. Like that kind of country. But then I do like some Big and Rich too. So like some of it
but you
flows.
could say that about pop, It sometimes everyone says it.
Pop is mostly garbage. So. But NSYNC is good and stuff like that. Like Backstreet Boys, like those guys are killing it, man.
Oh my gosh, very interesting.
One Direction, not killing it. They bad.
Well,
that's why they separated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
We're gonna close it off with a lightning round. So I'll start us off. I don't think The Office is funny.
Oh no. Oh no.
That is hot.
I don't think it's funny.
I like Parks and Rec.
Can't be a lightning round.
No.
Okay, I don't like that one either.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Office
I
is
think
like one of the best shows.
The Office, I see that it's funny. I think it's overrated.
Okay.
What about How I Met Your Mother?
Nah, below The Office.
I agree. Yeah.
What about Philadelphia?
I've never seen that.
Wow.
I think Friends is also probably overrated, but is funny. Like funnier to me than The Office, personally. Interesting. Just the type of humor. Like I think you can only do The Office has some really good like classic lines, and it is funny and the actors are amazing. But like I do think that there's only so much deadpan that you can do before it's like, okay, like I know how this person's gonna react to this, and I don't know. I don't get it.
So it's lightning round, so we can't respond.
What are the? We're
Like,
supposed to be like, yep,
You can
okay.
respond.
Okay.
You can respond.
You said
I like
that.
I like the
Next.
characters in The Office. Like they're good to they're funny to reference.
Yeah.
They are good meme
Sure.
templates.
Yes.
Yes.
Caffeine addiction is glamorized. Ooh.
Oh, what does that mean? Like, because I think I think that's me.
It's kind of going back to caffeine isn't necessarily good for you, and everyone's like, "Let's go get coffee date." And in addition to caffeine, there's also, depending how you drink your coffee, it could be a lot of sugar.
Mhm.
And apparently, studies are coming out where there's mold in some beans.
Yes.
So it's just overall, it's not a very healthy thing, and we do it a lot. I do it a lot. Like I'm not saying, but in reality, it's not.
Dogs are better than cats.
That's not hot.
Okay, then I'll.
We agree as cat owners. Next one.
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
Wrong.
Agreed.
Kennedy disagrees.
I know
Wrong.
Kenny would, but that's my hot take. Okay.
All right. Katie, lightning, go.
Oh shoot. This is just a lame one. Syrup has to be hot when poured
Disagree.
on stuff.
Disagree. No.
Disagree.
Wow.
Wrong. Next. You got another one?
Oh my gosh.
Reality TV is an art form.
Oh,
Ooh,
what?
agree.
Disagree.
I don't know. Next.
Am I still going?
Do you have any
You
more?
just have to have all of them.
TV shows are better than movies.
Agree.
Probably. Yep.
I can see it. Yep.
Co-op games are better than solo games. Even board games are better co-op than against each other.
Is there a single player board game?
Yeah, they exist.
No. I mean, like against it,
Solitaire?
like versus game board games.
Oh, a
Like, when you have
co-op,
to beat
like
the-
Yeah,
I
I
don't think so.
agree because then I can't be bad at it because then everybody will win. You know.
Good. Cold weather better than sunshine.
What's that?
Cold weather better than sunshine.
Ooh, that was gonna be one of mine.
No, disagree.
I disagree. I need the vitamin D.
I disagree now, but I used to agree. Next.
Hot take. I'm out.
Okay. Spaghetti noodles are the worst type of noodle.
Agree.
I might agree, but I love them still. The customer is always right mentality is toxic.
Yes.
Agreed.
Agree.
Oh, well, from the customer, I like it, but
Only when I want fees reversed. Next.
Growing up as a dancer is not healthy for children.
Whoa, we gotta dive into that.
Another
Okay, but
episode. Tech is ruining human connection.
Oh, deep. Okay.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
We're getting
my-
deeper and deeper as we
Wow.
go. Okay,
Agreed.
last chance. Does anyone have any more?
Another gym one, but my hot take is workouts should only be one muscle group per workout.
Okay, that's just lazy.
Whoa.
I'm imagining like left bicep day, right bicep day. Like that's wild.
Yeah.
But I think I know what you
So
mean.
no
That's
back and
interesting.
by. Nope. Just back one day and then by the next day.
Wow.
Okay.
All
Disagree.
right.
Okay.
I'm done.
I'm
I
out.
hit mine.
I think
Sarah?
the same. I think I'm good.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow. This has been very enlightening, Tubbies. Thanks
We
for
got 'em.
sharing all your hot takes. And I think a few episode ideas have been born because we need to dive
Yes.
deeper into
Yes,
some of these
absolutely.
things. So,
Yes.
alrighty. Well, thanks for listening, fam. Have a
Yeah.
good one.
peace out.
Bye.
Okay, great job, guy. Hey, Sierra here. Thanks so much for listening. If you made it this far into the episode, you're definitely one of the good ones. So please give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to our show wherever you listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hope you have a great week. Catch you next time.